All right. So, my name is David. I'm continuing work on the Summit Project, and I am in Brunswick, Maine on a Saturday morning of the Army-Navy game, as a matter of fact. And I'm meeting with James Badger. James, thanks for having me over.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yep. And tell me your relationship with our fallen Maine hero.
Dale J. Kelly Jr.
Mm-hmm.
He's a friend of mine. He's from Richmond.
That's pretty unique. I don't meet a lot of families who have a relationship with another comrade, another platoon mate or squad mate who served with him. So we'll talk about getting Chris on the hike, maybe possibly too.
Okay.
Yep, we can talk about that. So some of the things you told me about Dale, I would definitely want to capture and make available for other people. Is he? Tell me what you meant when you said he was a man's man.
Yeah, Dale was a man's man. You know, he
Yeah.
did everything. He was an older fella in the Guard.
How old?
He was 46 when he died.
Gotcha.
So he was one of the older guys. He was the medic.
Yep.
And he just, he did it all. These young kids would get out and run, he'd be right there with them.
Yep.
Up and down the mountains and over hill and dale, and Dale was there.
You told me he was in pretty good shape.
He was in decent shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shape.
Yep. To like you said, they throw on the ruck pack.
Yeah, away they go.
Never complain.
Never complain.
Yep.
He's always there to help somebody out, and
Yep.
just was always he was one of the guys.
Yep. Always motivated, right?
Yeah, very motivating person. He was a go-to guy.
Something you said. I was reading this paperwork here, and it said he had a sense of humor. Did you ever see that side where he had a perspective on things?
No matter what was going on, if it was good or bad, even if it was bad, Dale would make you laugh.
Yeah.
He had that ability to make heavy things very light.
That is a great way to say that.
It's huge.
Yeah. Because things do weigh heavily on us as we go through life. But someone who's a little more mature, perhaps, can kind of put it in perspective.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I know it says here, too, that he was just a real strong, faithful person, too. He had a strong Christian faith.
Yeah, big faith, family and God, and, his sense of love was, he'd share it. He wasn't afraid of it.
Yep. That's part of who he was.
Yes. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the stone in a second, but I want you to... All right, we'll talk about the stone, and then I'll wrap up with this. Tell me where you found that stone and why you chose it for the Summit Project.
Well, after I talked to you, you asked me to find a stone.
Mm-hmm.
So we have been taking and riding all summer horseback around the state of Maine, different places.
Yep.
And we were in Andover, and we did a 50-mile horseback ride over a 3-day period.
Wow.
And looking for the stone, actually. And I had my wife and 4 close friends, and we packed up every day, and I must have picked up 100 stones.
Wow.
We were up in North Andover in a place called Devil's Den.
Yep.
It's a big granite fixture in the mountain, and this stone was at the very bottom.
Yep.
And it was like, this was it.
Yep.
And it's kind of, when you see the stone, you know the stone.
Yep.
It's not, I must have picked up 100 stones.
Over a 3-day period, you
3-day
say?
period.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is just, good representation, I think, of Dale.
Absolutely. Tell me why you say that.
I think it's very strong.
Yeah.
It's very, it stands out. You can put it in a pile of stones, I think, and it's that odd man out.
Absolutely. Yep. He had a unique character. Yep. And he was different than others in the strong sense of service. I appreciate you selecting that. I appreciate you taking the time. And you know what? Your story is common to a lot of families who say they took time. And the first one they looked at, they didn't take. They had to go back and go back and go back. And then it kind of jumped out or spoke to them in a way. I think there's something powerful there. But what we're going to do is engrave that stone. We're going to put Dale's name on it.
Fantastic.
And we're going to take it up and down the mountains in Maine.
Cool.
To honor him and honor his memory. And in particular, with the story you share with me today, to learn about Dale and who he was, I think that stone might be a good one for an older, more, fella who's fit and who cares about his men in his platoon, right? Kind of like he did.
Yeah.
And had that sense of humor. So the last thing I want to talk about is this quote you told me. I'm going over there to fight with my guys. That's something that Dale would have said or has said.
Yeah, Dale did say that because a few days before he left, you know, him and my son were in the same unit.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, he says, "I'll take care of your kid."
Mm.
It's like, wow. You know, my kid had already been over 2 tours.
Yep.
And he said, "No, I will take care of your son." I
Yep.
said, "I'm going over here not to fight so much for our country, but to be with my guys."
Yeah.
I said, "You know, the guys are the most important thing.
Yep.
We're there to serve, but we're there to serve each other and keep
Wow.
each other safe." You know, I found it tough that, you know, my son was with him when he died, and that just, you know, I was glad he was there. But,
That's right. That's right.
Hell, I miss my friend.
That's right. That's right. To put other people's needs in front of your own,
Mm-hmm.
right, is the kind of person who Dale was.
Yes.
To do something like
Yes.
that, and then to look you in the eye and say, "I'll do my best to take care of your son,"
Yes.
knowing how much he meant to you,
Yeah.
right, Chris? The other thing I just want to add is it's so powerful too, James, that you're saying this as a veteran as well. So I want to go on record and just say thanks for your service. Of course, we're in that same main veteran population, and of course Dale and Chris as well. But for you to go out of your way, and I thank you for taking on that work of finding a stone and helping support Summit Project too.
Well, it was an honor to do it.
Yeah.
Something I'll never forget.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Anything else you want to share at all about the project or about something about Dale?
No, I miss my friend.
Yeah. Yep. He was a good man. Yep. So I think it's our job to honor, sustain that memory.
Yes.
And this is a way to do that. So I appreciate it.
Great.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.